definitely not therapy.
My first ever in-person podcast.
Dan's gone all the way out for us. You can't see behind us, right? But I can assure you, we are actually in a garage. Well, shed.
You'd never... No, it's a garage.
And there's electrical problems, and we've nearly been blown up.
Don't talk about the electrical problems. That's not... It's
Has everything in this room been pack tested?
Don't bring that up. It's a studio, and that's all that people need to know. It's a professional studio.
Definitely your garage.
Don't... So, welcome to another episode of Definitely Not Therapy. I shouldn't have shown it. I shouldn't have shown in the buttons, if I'm honest. That was my mistake.
It's definitely not therapy.
Right.
Anyway, we brought you on here because you need therapy, and we're here to help you.
We brought you on,
need
Jack.
therapy as much as you need therapy.
But also, this
I
is
don't need therapy.
this is definitely not therapy. I do. I
it's
have,
not therapy.
for legal reasons, I have to say that it's definitely not therapy.
Right, so basically, today, guys, definitely not therapy is going to be what was a phone call about then?
Don't worry about the phone call. We're not talking about the phone call.
Sit back, you just blocked me out.
That's the no, because you're on this one, so he can lean forward.
Yeah,
I'll fill out the situation.
Oh, okay,
You
yeah.
weren't even meant to be
I'll see
in
you
this
in.
situation. You just like, instead
Fuck
of
you, you prick, then I'll
sitting
go.
in the car, you're like, oh, I'll sit in the corner. No?
No, I never said that.
You've upgraded yourself from sitting in the car to being on a podcast.
This is definitely not therapy. It's definitely not therapy.
This is the first ever podcast I've recorded like live in person, and I'm actually glad. So we do a lot of, we would say, comedy content. We make content a lot of the time.
Comedy, it's just not funny.
It's just not funny, which is the opinion of a lot of people. but
Definitely not funny.
definitely not funny. That's what my
Definitely not
That's
therapy.
what my Facebook page should be called, actually. Fuck! I shouldn't have shown that. Why have I shown him that button? But also, like, behind the scenes, we do like, we have conversations. We talk, and we've had some quite deep conversations about stuff, which.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to sort of open up on a couple of bits today.
It's just like open mic, I can be as truthful as whatever I want.
Yeah, you can be as truthful and as open as you want. I think.
So if I was to like look directly at camera and say, Luce, now you never know what I said, but what I did say was definitely true though, so.
It was definitely true. It was definitely true.
So, but it's like, we can't talk freely anyway.
Well,
so.
you can talk freely. I'll just have to edit it out. But also, it's not like this is meant to be a podcast about talking about, raising awareness for men's mental health. And for me, one of the things I wanted to bring up, and the reason I kind of was quite keen to do this with you, I've referenced this before. We've spoken about this before. But like a lot of people, and you will hopefully agree with this, like social media is such a fickle industry.
Yeah.
And you guys have all, for the most part, done everything yourselves.
Yeah.
Because you don't do a lot of collabs, you don't work with a lot of people, it's just you guys.
It's not a proper job.
Yeah, we don't have proper jobs.
No, which is the main thing. You probably get told it all the time. I get told, get a proper job.
Yeah.
But also, what is a proper job? We're not in
There's no
1990.
conventional thing. I mean, if you think about it, let's listen. I know we're divulging off the thing, but what is a proper job? Because if you look back to 60 years ago, before there was Tesco's and Asda's and things like that, where people could go and work doing the big shops like that, people were working for themselves, having a fruit of red stall, things like that, working for themselves.
Yeah.
So, but would you call that a proper job now?
I think if
you
you
would
earn
do,
money
but-
from anything, it's a job.
I agree.
If you earn money
I
from
agree.
cutting your toenails, it's a job.
Well, look at this. Okay, let's use, as an example, right? Let's use
Jack selling feet pictures.
Jack selling
It's
feet
a
pictures
job.
is a good one, but
Did you actually get money off that person?
He still sends me money now.
Are you joking?
that's why I'm bankrupt.
It's you, Dan. No, actually, there's a weird bloke.
no, but
Did he actually send you money?
Yeah.
Did you accept it?
Yeah, and then blocked him.
So brutal, Jack. But whatever it takes. If someone's going to ask for feet pictures of a
I
grown...
don't think it was feet pictures.
All right, well, whatever you sent him anyway is up to you.
I didn't
That's
send him
That's
nothing.
between you and what you sent
I
him.
didn't send him nothing.
But ultimately,
Sure.
look, people look at... you could take Netflix as an example.
It's definitely not therapy.
I know there's something niggling in the back of your mind right now, isn't there, where you're trying to concentrate on this podcast, on this very, very good podcast, this very engaging podcast, but you're thinking, I wish we had a new bathroom, I wish we had a new kitchen, I wish we had a new games room. Well, this week's episode of Definitely Not Therapy is sponsored by Bell Trades. We've all been there, haven't we? We've sat there and we thought, right, next job, we'll get the kitchen done. Next job, we'll get the bathroom done. And we just never get round to it. Why do we do that? We never get round to it. Do it. Now is the time. Contact Bell Trades and they can help. It might not cost as much as you think. Bell Trades have a very simple philosophy: to turn your house into a home that you're proud of. Not where you can think, I wish we had a new bathroom. I wish we had a new kitchen. I wish we had a new games room or man cave. Wish our bedroom was nice. Bell Trades don't need to start from scratch. You don't have to have an entire new room. You might be thinking, I just wish this room was finished. They can look at the room and they can see the potential and they can work with you on it. Bell Trades are specialists in bathrooms, kitchens and entire renovations. You will not be disappointed. And if you think, oh Dan, I really want it done, I really want to get that bathroom finished, or I really want to get a new kitchen, but I just haven't got the money. Life's hard at the moment, life's expensive at the moment, but there are some really reasonable finance options available. Go check their website. It's www.belltrades.co.uk. Or why don't you check them out on Instagram? It's at bell__trades. It's a double underscore. On their Instagram page, they've got some great before and after shots. So you can see the work they do, you can see the quality. And the beauty is they cover the entire southeast London as well as Kent. So if you're one of them people, you're sat there, you're in southeast London, you're in Kent, you're thinking, oh, my bathroom. I don't like going in there because it stresses me out. www.belltrades.co.uk. Bell Trades have helped me bring my vision to life. My vision of this podcast, they've helped me by sponsoring. Let them help bring your vision to life in your home, because home isn't just where you live, it's how you live. Get yourself a quote. What have you got to lose, eh? Anyway, let's get back to the podcast, shall we?
It's definitely not therapy.
So Netflix, I don't know if you remember this, it wasn't a TV streaming service.
No.
You used to pay a monthly subscription. They would send you 2 or 3 DVDs a month, and you would then send them back. That was how Netflix started. And but it got loads of what you doing this, this startup company or whatever, what you doing this for? Got loads of stick, but now look at it. It's leading the way in streaming, I guess. I mean, it's a shit example, but...
And we've gone down the rabbit hole with it as well.
And we've gone down the rabbit hole with it. But the point was, social media is a fickle place, and people can say, go and get a real job, go and do this, go and do that. But actually, if you're doing something that you enjoy doing and you're getting paid for it,
yeah,
then what is the negative
the
about that?
definition of a job is something that you do that earns money.
Yeah.
That is literally something that you do that you receive money for.
Yeah.
It's a job.
But so from my point of view, through social media, it's something that when, I posted a video and obviously, announced what I announced, but with the breakup of my marriage, but everyone... Fuck off.
Sorry.
What a time to do
I
that.
know. He's
been waiting for it. This podcast is a serious podcast, but I feel
Yes.
this is just going to turn into
well, no, of course,
comedy.
but inviting me down here, it was never going to be
No.
serious. Oh, we'll go on serious subjects.
But also what I will say is I'm very much... I love to have a little fucking moan about how shit my life is, but also I do like to laugh. I like to laugh and make light of tough situations. So having you down and having a laugh,
and
for
you
me,
can have a laugh. Dan is a laugh, and you can have fun with him. As much as, sometimes he careers on and it does look a bit doom and gloom. And I do tell him, Dan, a bit doom and gloom.
bit much. Pick it up.
And at the same time, on the other hand, I get it, and I know more than you guys, and so I get it even more.
I think that's why it's difficult for me sometimes, because it's there's not many people that do know everything. There's a handful of people that know everything. So the people that then are judging me, they're judging me based on what I'm putting out, but I'm putting out stuff based on all of this trauma.
I think what you have put out, I mean, one, I don't think that me and Jess would ever be in that position, but if we weren't, it's different. I mean, we've been together 18 years, and if it is different, and if it was the same scenario as yours, I would have fucking thrown her under the bus.
Yeah.
So, and
That's my sister you're talking about, mate.
no, well, hypothetically, but yeah. So hats off to you, how you've handled it. And the only reason you've handled it that way is because of Harper. And so,
Yeah.
and I think any other man or men wouldn't have been able to have the self-control the way you have. Because there have been so many situations that I've seen personally that I'm like...
Well, stuff's happened when I've been with you. I've been up at yours and I've got a call and I'm like, how the fuck am I meant to deal with this? I'm in Devon.
Yeah.
Or well, I don't know if people know that you are. I think people know you're in Devon by now, don't
No,
they?
we're not. We're in Dan's basement. But yeah, so you guys know the half of it. So whenever you say anything or put your demeaning comments to Dan, know this: Dan's actually the bigger man. So
I appreciate you saying that.
that's all right.
That's because you don't
I
get.
mean, I can say more, but I know you're editing.
No,
It's all got to be edited out. So
I know.
why even say it? Because it's not even going in there.
Sorry.
because I can leave the aftermath of what he said.
Yeah.
in there.
Okay. I'm sorry,
But
I could. you know?
But this even is testament. This backs up what I was gonna say. Like just even you saying that, and and I appreciate it. And I think so many people, when it comes to social media, it's everyone's looking for that fake life.
Yeah.
Everything's fake, and I know not everything in social media is real. Like everyone's stupid if they believe that, but everyone wants. As soon as something real, like real happens,
Yeah. It's big and it's dramatised.
yeah. So everyone just fell away. Everyone that would have worked with me before, everyone that was reaching out to do collabs, they don't fucking want to know. But you guys didn't do that. You did the opposite. You were phoning me, and I had probably, aside from my best mates and obviously my family, but I had you guys, my other mate Al, calling me near enough, not every day, but regularly enough to say, are you okay? Are you still alive, basically?
Yeah. I mean, I see your PSN on there a lot, so I was like, he's definitely like in a hole.
What's PSN?
And his PlayStation was online,
Oh,
so I was like, okay, he's just in the lobby. What's he doing?
Just in the lobby, just sat there, just sat in the lobby waiting,
Find a new girlfriend.
trying to find some friends.
I did help you get your woody wet though. I helped message a few birds for you, didn't I?
Yeah, but none of them came to fruition. I don't know
Yes, I
what.
did. One of them did.
Oh, that bird that was phoning me when I was up with you.
Yeah, I helped with that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay.
She was a bit of a freak though. Was she not?
I don't
Well, we haven't said which one. There's been a few. So.
Yeah, it could be.
Actually, they've all been freaks. I think.
It could have been. Well, they're all from Devon, so.
Yeah. No, one of them was from Essex. He's just big boobies though.
Oh, okay.
That girl's gonna do that.
she
now as
knows
well.
who she is now.
She'll know
She won't know who she is because he's probably edited it. But
No, I've spoken to a few girls from
it
Essex with
helps
big
get you
booties.
when it helps with the therapy side of things, self-therapy, self-care, self-wank bank.
I think it's a very specific. I mean, I agree. I don't disagree with you. I think my problem is I kind of went through like a little bit of a phase, but the problem is like I'm an older guy now. Not like old, but I'm 41, in my 40s. But the point is,
You've got grey hair.
okay, Jack, thank
So
you.
like, I'm in my 30s.
So, yeah, I know.
Yeah, and actually, so,
It's no, but I'm
you're
different.
old. No, you're
Yours
old.
is yours is stress
Oh, why
and
you
living with
Mine's
Nick.
stress.
Yeah, so's Dan's.
So's mine, yeah.
Yeah, but like you would have got that anyway.
I didn't have
Like,
this 18 months ago.
You might have done. You're at the age now you couldn't say yes or no.
Yeah, who knows? But I've got it, and I'm at that age. And now I think it's just... The problem is also the girls that you date at this kind of age, they're not 20-year-olds who just want a bit of fun.
I've got the perfect solution.
They're at the age where they've got kids, and they're like, oh, okay, I want to get serious. And as soon as it starts to get serious, I'm like, nah, I don't want that. That's not what I want. And it's hard because I can't help. This is maybe a bit deep, and it's probably silly, but I just don't want to involve Harper. If I'm with someone and having fun and just like hooking up or whatever,
Yeah.
and then it gets to a point where, oh, I want to meet Harper. It'd be nice to meet Harper. I'm like, nah, fuck
Yeah,
that.
see you later, bye.
I'm just done. I can't help that. That's just so that just makes me know. Well, I'm not ready for that yet.
Yeah, I get it. But I think the safest bet is going for like the older generation and getting a bit of an old binge.
60 plus.
I don't. It's just not.
Can you not turn them buttons off?
Unfortunately, I don't know how to because I'm not really technically gifted. So that is going to be a feature throughout this entire podcast. Unfortunately,
Double pressing.
I wonder if there's. But so there you go. So you got a. This podcast has become Nick playing with a new toy.
I like buttons.
Yeah,
He's probably the worst person
You should have
you could
mentioned
got
it.
on here. The most unserious.
Because he's but that's fine. I don't mind a bit of. I don't mind a bit of unseriousness.
I've made like 40 jokes that can't be put in the thing yet.
I haven't.
Yeah.
He has made about 3.
Edit them out, Dan. That's not fair.
Okay.
Uncut, the full truth, nothing but the truth.
I don't think I've ever said them words about anything in my life.
Heard that myself, but we'll go with it.
It is I want it to be raw and unfiltered, but
I mean, how forward do you want to go?
The problem is the people I'm normally having on the podcast, they know what I put out. You know everything. You know me.
I've seen nudes. I've taken them.
You've taken them while I've been asleep, probably. Yeah, it didn't surprise me.
That's
yeah.
absurd.
Why is it? I've got nudes of you as well.
You probably actually have.
You're selling them, actually.
Shouldn't really talk about that because I probably took them when I shouldn't have.
And he's
I was
sold them.
underage.
And he's I've got to cut that out now, haven't I?
Now leave
You're
that
just
in.
as bad as Nick. So, okay, well, let's talk about a bit of mental health and a bit of stress. Let's talk about, and you're probably going to turn this podcast around on me and ask me questions, and that's fine. But for you, like, I remember, and we'd spoken, I think we'd even collabed before the fire.
Yeah,
And I don't want to get in too deep on a fire. Like everyone, I get it's a tough thing, and we've had some real serious conversations about it. But mental health wise, with the pressure that put on you, because you was you full time social media at that point?
Yeah.
So you're full time social media.
We were a year deep then.
You was a year deep at that point.
Maybe even a bit longer.
Yeah.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, because we started in 2019, and then we had the whole of 20.
Yeah.
And then the fire was in 21.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was a year and a half into full time. I'd stopped the building for over a year. We were fully thrown at it then.
No, I can't remember.
fully committed.
You can't remember much though.
No, you just do as you're told, Jack. You're just there. Things get done to you, and
Exactly.
you're just
Light
get
the
angry.
fire,
You get angry.
and then run off. And he'd done it.
And that's what I've done.
No, you shouldn't.
Then I jumped back in the bedroom window.
Oh yeah. And then you screamed like a little bitch.
Yeah, and then
then you all said, so you had time to do that. So that's one of the rabbit hole theories, guys.
We've actually done a little. I haven't posted it yet, but we've done a little interview outside the house.
Have you?
Me and Jack did. Don't you remember it?
No.
We was in my car and we done a little interview.
Oh,
We
yeah,
done a
yeah,
little
yeah.
thing.
Where
But
was I?
Jay's got it. You wasn't there. They come down filming for the day. You didn't bother turning up.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember.
We haven't posted that. I need to post that video. I haven't edited it, but that's quite a raw. I get quite a lot of info from you.
Oh really? I can't even remember it.
Yeah. You said way too much.
Oh, what did I say?
I'll post it and then you'll see it online.
What's he said? I want to.
But what did you can watch it before I post it? Jay's got it. Jay's got it. To be fair. But what did that sort of do to you, being like then quite new into social media? Although you guys were smashing it, like you was having viral video after viral video.
I mean, we just went with it. So we were having fun and we didn't give a fuck. And I think that was the problem. We didn't care too much. You know, we had a joke and we knew our videos were sketches.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that didn't. And then some people would buy on anything. So
Yeah.
I remember there was one we done with a trolley, and it was a trolley for older disabled people. And I get it. I fully get it. But I mean, so Jess was in it, and I pushed her and spun around, and that was it. End of. We haven't done any damage to it. And then it was the uproar of, oh my God, do you know how much these trolleys are? And you're just spinning them around and having like, I'm like, here's the trolley. I get it. But you're calling for, what's it? Cancel the Smithy family. He's like, I'll go and buy another trolley. You know, it's in fact, I think we've done something afterwards. But I think.
Because the guilt setting, because you're very much like, I find you very headstrong, but you are actually, and people won't always see this, you're a really nice person. And every single time I've come to stay with you, there's been, I won't cut this bit out. There's been some kind of drama, and it's always involved you're helping someone that's in need. But people don't see that side because because of the nature of what you post. It's, we all do it.
It does seem like drama follows you down to Devon.
No, I think it's just drama's constantly there in Devon, and I turn up and it's just still going on even from the last time I was down.
Drunk woman.
Oh, that was funny though, wasn't it?
Oh.
Well, not for her, but
No, that's sad. You're
and
right,
you probably shouldn't have gone back to her house with her either.
Oi, what were you getting up to?
hang on. I went back with other people.
Fuck it, what was it? A gangbang?
Weren't you there? Weren't Jack there?
No.
Nah, he weren't down it. He wouldn't even know anything about it. Yeah, nah. Yeah.
But what about the kind of the pressure that it put on you with like the fire in the house and everyone having these opinions and going down these rabbit holes?
I think obviously we put ourselves out a bit too much, so people knew where we lived. We had stuff sent to the house, so I kind of regretted that because I didn't know you going not knowing things you shouldn't do. So by this point, we just had Ted. I just literally lost my stepdad like 6 days before the fire.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So and then with the family were dealing with that. And then bang, then something that, shouldn't We should be grieving. We should have been like, Finley was a massive part of my life. He helped me on the straight and narrow, helped me get off the cocaine, helped me sort my life around.
Yeah.
So, and then he died, and it was pretty sudden. But 5 days before that, or like a week, 2 weeks before that, Ted was born, then Finley died, and then the house fire, and we were dealing with all these new emotions. And then at the same time, I'm fully fledged earning money on social media.
Yeah.
And I want to stop. I want to pull the family away, and I want to go to a hole. But we ain't got mega money. We're like, there's, probably 5, 10, 15, 20 grand, whatever in the bank. And I still need to make sure that we're earning money. Otherwise, you're not getting paid. Jess ain't getting paid. We're not paying the mortgage. We're not paying the rent or whatever. So to have that and then not be able to stop, that was the killer.
Yeah.
So that was the hard bit. So to put on the fake face and then smile for the camera and show that we're not going to be beaten, and show everyone, because I'm always committed to showing, whatever fucking happens in life, you can get through it, and it does hurt you, but it's going to make you stronger in the long run. So you've gone through it, you've done the hard part, and now you're surviving and you're moving forward. So, and I've always said that from when I was, young in care and the drama I went through. So I wanted to show everyone, look, we're still smiling for the kids, we're still doing this, and then everyone was like, oh, look, he's in a hotel having a laugh. Yeah. Like, they don't say, oh, well, actually, we were in a hotel for 3 months, couldn't fucking move, we're all tripping over each other, weren't we? Like, in them little hotel rooms, and still having to go and do some content, film the ads that we'd committed to, and so that was the hardest bit. But on top of that, then you had the drama that came with it. He'd done it himself, or he'd paid somebody, he'd done it for an insurance job. Why was the door unlocked? Why was this unlocked? Why, I
guarantee your car outside now, door's unlocked.
100%. In fact, I only know the keys in here because we locked it. No, I didn't lock it. I just went to get my drink. So I picked the key up. Unless Dan's
the keys here.
BMW.
The keys here.
But normally, I shouldn't even fucking say that. Normally my keys are left in the car. So, which they are. Yeah. So, if you want to steal a car, let's go.
Don't encourage. Although we have to say we don't encourage stealing cars.
Not unless you can get away with it.
Okay.
Oh, that's all right then, isn't it?
Yeah. That's all right then, yeah.
So I think going over the drama there, that's.
But that's a lot all at once to deal with.
Of course.
But you have this like drive where you're just on it. Like whenever we've come up and you're just on it. You're just a bit of a machine when it comes to.
I know what it's like to swing an axe or a shovel all day and grind and do what we need to do. And I think we're blessed.
Yeah.
To do this.
Yeah.
Be with our families, although yours was sort of fucked up, man. Sorry you fucked it up, but. So, what? Yours is gone as well. So, these two here can't hold down a relationship. So, don't worry, mate.
Drag Jack into it as well.
We're lucky.
Yeah.
Because we can do this and be around. You can pick Harper up every single day and morning, drop her off to school. Who else has the luxury of doing that? Because it's a luxury to be able to have that around for your kids. And then be in a position where you can provide things you wouldn't normally provide for, unless you're down and you're struggling a little bit because you don't know where the next bird's coming into. No, I'm joking, sorry, too far.
Idiot. Fucking hell. Yeah.
Sorry.
But but you're right, I agree, and I think it's the whole reason I changed from like doing a full-time job to a social media was so I could be at home with the girls.
Yeah.
Like, and why wouldn't you? And I think I talked about this before, but if, like, a few people probably get the opportunity to say, right, here's a decision to make.
Yeah.
Do you want to carry on the career path and work 8 till 6 every day, earning a regular income, or do you want to take this risk and go into social media, which is an unknown?
Yeah.
You could earn more money from it, you could earn less money from it, but what you will definitely be able to do is to spend more time with your family. And then out of the people that get the opportunity, how many people are saying yes to that? Like, and I've always been like quite a safe person. I never really took risks. And the one thing I will say is, as much as whatever, my opinion is or whatever's happened, like, it was my ex, it was Lucy that pushed me and encouraged me and made me think, do you know what, you can do it. And she's the first person that probably in my life that's believed in me enough for me to, and that's probably why I've struggled more.
No, I was going to say, I was fucking around earlier, sorry. But
that's probably the reason I've struggled more, is because I've never had that before,
Yeah.
and I think I'm not going to find that person again that's going to give me that encouragement, that's going to believe in me that much.
100%. But you got to remember, you don't have to find a girlfriend or a partner to be able to do that. You've got friends that want you to do that.
Yeah.
And you've got people that enjoy your company and that want you around and have a laugh and do that at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
So, and that's, it don't, I think the thing is what you struggled with is you thought it was you and Lucy, and Lucy was a bit of the driving force to pushing you. And I think you felt you'd lost that and you lost your drive, and that's why you struggled to get going again.
Yeah.
And I think as soon as you're around creative people, like the juices get flowing, the ideas get flowing, and you know, and then you come down to us and film, and you see the train that we get on is like, this is the plan. There's like 28 different stories in one day, or you know, filming 60 different videos.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, because I regimentally, I'm like, the more we get done, then we can move. We can go and film YouTube. We can go and do this. We have time for TikTok. We can go to the yard. We can do this. We can go and do a house here, or we can go and do someone's garden for free and try back to the roots, or you know, and then see your time's freed up. Or you can go and horse riding with bells, or go to the stables and wish you'd never bought any horses and think, why have I done this and I'm doing the cleaning out? You know, things like that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's nice. It's nice that I have got friends now that do. It's one of those things that until you kind of, and I don't know what level you really make it in social media. I feel like I sort of did okay, and then I've sort of struggled a bit, but I'm hoping I'll do okay again. But it's like, it's nice to have that kind of support, and to know actually, people do want you to do well, and people do believe in you. Like, because I remember when I first went to go into it, I had not so much friends necessarily that I remember, but like even family were like, oh, like don't give up a career for a perfectly good job for making silly videos on the internet. It's like no one believes in you until you do it, and you're like, look, actually, this is how much I made this month, and they're like, oh.
My dad was my biggest critic, Pete.
Was he?
Yeah, he was like, what are you doing? Why? Like, and then like now he's my biggest. He's like, my biggest fan with it. He's like, maybe he's not the biggest fan with some of the videos, because he still doesn't understand what a sketch is, and it still tells me off when I say things I shouldn't. But he's the fact, and he's like, with the fact that you've done when you're doing the building and wouldn't take no for an answer with things, and now you've not listened to anyone with this, and the same with other stuff, and you've always made it work. And he's like, I never had that faith in myself when I was growing up to be able to try and push. Yeah. And I think we're brought up 9 to 5, do your job, go up as high as you can, reach that peak level, maybe you'll get to 70 grand.
Yeah. Well, this is what I think, like the schooling system, not to go too deep in this, but at school, if you're anything other than just do as you're told, and you do your books, you're writing, you're reading, your maths, if you're creative in any way and you do something that's a little bit out there, you're squashed for it, you're put down for it.
Bells is a massive example for that. Massive example. You know, she's out there, she's ADHD obviously, which, you know, they don't like because it's disruptive to the class placements, because they need to teach them in a different way. But she's flamboyant and she's keen to learn. Look at how she's learned with the horses and taught herself and done this. You put her in a room, in a classroom where a teacher is just being it's just dribbling her.
It's difficult to follow. It's like, I saw an analogy once, and I won't probably get this exactly right, but it's the equivalent of putting like a Formula One car. If you put a Formula One car on our roads, and said, right, go and just drive about, go and do your shopping, it's not going to function properly. And you put a normal car on a racetrack, well, you've got no chance of competing. And it's like, it's that sort of analogy where that's neither of those things are ever going to work. You've got to be in the right field for you to really excel. You put that race car on a racetrack, and it's going to thrive.
The schooling system is so widespread to teach them enough about something, but the main thing it is really, long and short of it, is to make them conform. It's to show them to turn up 9 till 5, do this, do as you're told, wear your uniform correctly, don't answer back, don't question anything, just get on with what we've told you to do. And that's to cement in. And I get it. That's the world as it's been made and how it is now. that's how they need it to work. But the reality is, if everyone fucked off to a farm and had 5 acres and we all looked after ourselves instead of having to go to, then what's going to be needed? The government ain't needed. We're going down another rabbit hole. So, but I'd happily go down this rabbit hole because I think
You have strong opinions about
I
it.
do have very, very strong opinions about it. I think we're in a dangerous place at the minute.
Yeah.
And I think I'm very happy where I am in Devon with a little bit of land around me and ready to start growing some vegetables.
You actually?
Well, I'm going to get my sister to do it, but yeah, the vegetable patch down the bottom.
You gonna start growing vegetables?
I'm not, my sister will.
You become an actual farmer.
Yeah. Maybe.
But I think the message is, though, is that kids and youngsters now, and like Jack, you're a youngster, you know, you're young, but we should be encouraging creativity.
Yeah.
And there's no better time for someone young to be creative, because you can now go, like, there's 20-year-olds driving Lamborghinis buying a house outright because they've done one on social media.
Yeah, that's Jack. He usually bets buy a Lambo. He's really good in investments, you know.
I have got a Lamborghini in the house. I just don't show everyone it.
So,
You don't,
he's very modest.
you don't even know about it. That's,
See,
that's how
it's
quiet.
so-
It wouldn't
this is-
surprise me with him. You don't know anything about Jack because he's just so closed off, isn't he?
Everyone knows Jack how Jack wants to be known.
What?
Everyone knows Jack how you want them to.
No, everyone knows me based on what you show them. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else.
So how do you fit? How about you then, Jack? How does that affect you?
What?
Well, like, because you were a lot younger when you started being in the videos, because what we were talking 6 years ago. So now you must have been 16, something like that.
15.
15 when you started being in the videos.
16, yeah.
So how do you like feel?
He says I groomed him.
Groomed him to be in the
Smoking
video.
FIFA points.
I groomed him for 15.
But you accepted him as well.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Fucking FIFA.
Why are you still taking the FIFA points now? You're 20 odd.
3 FIFA points, mate. You'd take them if they were offered.
All right. So, like, but mental health wise though, seriously, how do you deal with being like? Did you ever want to be on social media, or was it just right? You were kind of not forced into it, but bribed into it with FIFA points. But then, did you enjoy any of it? Do you enjoy any aspect of it, or is it like you just kind of?
Yeah, no, I hate it.
He hates it.
Absolutely hate it.
Well, he does. No, this is a lie. Right, I'll tell you
Is
what.
it? Because it's
No.
not. Because I'm telling you, it's not.
Right, so you enjoy some of the stuff we do, but he hates that people know him, and like
Okay.
he hates not the fame, because it ain't famous what we do. We ain't famous. It ain't, you know, we've got a few following. You hate the fact that people like.
Well, look,
What they come up to you and say?
Jack, like, yeah, it is.
Are you from the Smithy family? And he's like, he hates it. He would just rather, I think he'd rather be unknown. But I think you enjoy the videos, some of them. Obviously.
Some of them, yeah.
Like, but when we're having fun.
Yeah. Well, we've made we've made content together.
you've seen, like-
you've laughed. You've been like, and
ones
you're
you've done
sometimes
in the
the
pub and stuff.
instigator. You're like, right, this is a good idea. I'm going to do this. Like, you've been the instigator.
Yeah. They're on the ones I enjoy.
Yeah, so, ballerina.
Nah.
Right.
That's like humiliation, Richard. I never got paid enough for that.
Oh, you got paid well.
You could have bought me shares in FIFA and that still wouldn't have been enough. Fuck the FIFA points.
It's a good job I can reuse that content.
Yeah, I know, but it's old, so like...
Oh, man, I still done well the other day
If
in
it
the
goes-
ballerina outfit.
Yeah, but like, it's old, so like, that's the old me. You'd never catch me doing it again. So
I reckon I could.
No, you could give me your house and your car.
What, just to
And
pop
if-
a little ballerina dress on and do a little few spins around?
It's humiliation.
Why is it
Richard.
humiliation?
It is.
Because I actually...
Dressing up like a ballerina.
So as if you
like,
care what people think then.
Oh, he's massive.
to a point.
Massively.
Yeah, to a point.
Massively.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
He's
you
like, I've got
You
credit.
sell yourself
I've
a bag
got to
of
be out
biscuits,
on
mate.
the... No, I would do whatever it needed to make sure that my family, including you, have everything provided for you.
Right, so let's say I had a family.
You have got family.
No, like you've got kids,
Yes.
misses, and stuff like that, yeah?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it to fucking...
I know you wouldn't. You're a cunt.
So, but what would you do? But you've had
I'll
jobs.
do
though, as well.
anything else apart from that.
I'm...
You can make money online without embarrassing yourself.
Me and
But
Jack
doing what?
build different.
Pranks, stuff like that. That's not embarrassing yourself.
Okay.
You're having a laugh.
Okay, yeah, right. I'll
Like
give you that.
going out your way to dress up like a little girl and dance around like a swat. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's what pulls in sometimes the big numbers.
No, I didn't. I just wanted to see ballerinas out of it.
Yeah, for your own sexual pleasure.
No, not at all.
Jesus. All right.
To
So
be fair, I'd always do it as well. There's nothing you do.
Just because you do it doesn't mean it's normal, it's okay,
nothing.
or that I'll be
No,
fine.
but what he's showing there is that he's not asking you to do anything he wouldn't do.
No, but like, there's nothing he wouldn't do, so it doesn't matter, does it, in that case?
Well, yeah, exactly.
What if I said that we could get you on with Bonnie Blue? Would you do that?
No, she's a fucking skank, mate.
Sorry, Bonnie.
I'd rather fuck you than Bonnie Blue.
Look at the disgust on his face.
I don't know about that.
I agree with him as well. I agree with him, to be honest. It's, yeah. Have you watched that documentary that's come out yet?
No.
I haven't watched it.
No, I wouldn't. Sorry, you know about a documentary and you definitely...
Well, only because I've seen loads. I've not watched it. It's on Channel 4. I will watch it, but I haven't. But only because she's had loads of criticism.
Have you seen any of her videos?
None of her videos. None of her videos.
All
no.
of her videos.
No, none. No, I've never watched a Bonnie Blue video.
I don't even know how she's been given airtime anyway.
I don't know.
I have typed her name into like Pornhub, but nothing come up.
I just don't understand. You've got to be at such a level of not giving a single fuck what anyone on the planet thinks of you to be able to openly say, what did she sleep with 100 men or something? Or was it 1,000?
1,000.
To sleep with 1,000 men. Like, she's got a family, her dad has presumably got mates.
Yeah, but no, her dad's fine with it. Her dad supports her on it, which is like even more disgusting.
Let's go down fucking that is a rabbit hole. But she's making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right? And then she could theoretically fuck off to an island and never be seen again and provide for a family after a certain amount of time. And that's probably what she would do.
So she could just do 2 years of...
It does. So if Bells does that, is that all right?
No.
Why is that not all right then?
It's
your
my,
daughter.
no. Listen, I'm not saying it's all right. I'm saying I understand. I'm not saying it's wrong either because, look, listen, one of the oldest industries in the world is fucking sex. You know, it is the oldest industry.
It is, yeah.
So, you know, sex sells, and it always has. So what's any different?
It is disgusting. Morally, it's fucking disgusting.
I think to do, like, I would never have a problem with it. Like, the people, like, for anyone, like, live and let live, do what you want to do. I just think I'm more interested in how, like, sometimes I just don't want to film a piece of street content because I'm embarrassed about what someone might look at me with holding a phone up.
Yeah, she walked down the road with a fucking spunk all over her face.
But she would have just been with 1,000 men the day before, and, like, that's gone out online and everyone's seen that. Well, not everyone's seen that because we haven't seen it, but like people know about it. No, definitely.
Is my lip going again? Is it quivering?
Yeah.
But it's like it's just another level of not like this. Just relates to you in the ballerina outfit. Like you wouldn't like that's highly embarrassing for you, but for her, she'll quite happily put it online, sleep with 1,000 men. But because she's getting paid.
I think that's not embarrassing.
Because of the money, it makes it all right. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Listen, would I want my daughter doing that? No, but if my daughter, am I going to swallow these words?
Mate?
If my daughter was able to provide for her family, and that was what she wanted to do, and she was doing it and earning a lot, I mean, could I?
I am gobsmacked. I am gobsmacked. Nothing but sad.
I know.
I think it's difficult. It's really difficult because you want to be either way. You've got to be. You want to be a supportive modern dad.
Let's turn it on its head. Let's turn this on its head a little bit. Yeah. So let's say it was Bells. Yeah. Right. Okay. We're talking like, but when she's grown up, obviously, this is theoretically.
Well, obviously, I hope it's bloody ain't now.
And I didn't support her. Right. And she was doing this, and then she was on her own, and she was doing this, and I didn't support her, and I weren't there to help her and guide her.
Yeah.
Not while. No, this is going down a weird hole. But
not specifically while you're there, yeah. But
yeah, so, and then I'm like, right, do you know what? I disagree with this, Bells. I don't think it's right. I ain't having nothing to do with it. I ain't having nothing to do with you. You either stop it, or you're not part of the family. Is that what you would do?
Yeah.
But then you're not a part of the family, and she carries on ahead with it. Then I've got my little girl that is, God knows where, not being watched. But you got to look at it from both sides.
It's such a difficult one. I can one. Obviously, I've got a little girl, so I can easily see it from both points of view. But you would never want to. You would like. I feel the same as you. I'd never not want to be there for her.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever she does in her life.
But luckily, we've got an influence now where, we're telling her what's right and what's wrong. And, we've already told her what scumbag Bonnie Blue is and not to be like her, so that she's got it drummed into her head.
Yeah, I think it's growing up.
I'm joking, she doesn't even know who Bonnie Blue is.
But I also don't know. I don't know what
she might.
morals or what kind of upbringing Bonnie Blue. She was married and stuff. She had a husband and stuff. So all of a sudden, she's just come out of nowhere and she's just this
slag. Who loves
Yeah, but I'll tell you the other thing.
I mean, she's got a boyfriend, didn't she?
I think she's got a boyfriend now, but she had a husband. She was married, and he's now like moved on. But he's recently done an interview about. It might be on this documentary. I don't know, but because I saw a thing on social media about it, and apparently he's done like a tell-all on like what she used to be like. She's completely changed, but like everything's just changed. Her personality's just changed. But even
that's persona, though, isn't it? It's persona as well. A lot of it's facade.
Yeah, a lot of it's facade.
It's an industry.
Well, this is what I was going to say. I was just like, there's this thing I watched, and it was probably clickbait, but I just don't even know why a young girl would post something like this as clickbait, because she said, "Oh, I'm in Paris." You might have seen it. It went viral, but it's like, "I'm in Paris. I had a target sleep with 14 men. I've done it. I'm here for another like 12 hours. I might even get another one in." And it's like, why would you post that? About
that's clickbait.
It's clickbait, but why? Yeah. Even though it is clickbait, why would you even do it for clickbait?
Okay, this is where you got to look. Is she monetized? Is
she earning money off Instagram? But even if not, I mean, it was on Instagram, so I don't know.
You earn money on Instagram.
You don't. But so that's been taken. Even if she's monetized on another platform, and and someone else has screenshotted it and posted it,
or maybe
that's gone viral, and she's not earning from that. So she's put herself out there. Millions of people have watched it, and she's not going to benefit from it.
But what I do also know is, when you follow a creator, and it might be a creator that does satire or thingy, you're not seeing her other content with that. So it could be a theme that she does. It could be a joke. It could be a rolling joke. It could be. And we're seeing it as she's
young evidence of her getting ran through by more than many blokes.
Oh, you're still on.
But I'm talking about this. Just a random
one now, mate. We've moved on to a viral video.
Just a random girl. I don't know who she is, but it might have even been Bonnie Blue before she was famous. And it was just one of those types of people that just did one of these videos.
A bloke? Or is that been?
No, I think that's a lie.
Is it a lie?
Yeah,
I think it's.
I'm hoping it's a lie, because you've been bashing one out for the last year over her.
I think it'd be hard for her to get away with it if she slept with 1,000 men in one day, for not one of them to just, mention that she had a cock and balls.
No, because you can get it chopped off and put something else there.
Yeah, so you're saying you'd be able to tell, though, wouldn't you?
Not if you get good enough surgery, you don't.
I think, but this is definitely a rabbit hole I'm not prepared to go down. I've definitely got to get off. I've definitely got to delete that out.
It's definitely not therapy.
Jack.
Yes.
So obviously we've got like a similar like thing in common, where obviously you got a little boy, but obviously do you like okay talking about Amy?
Some of it, yeah.
Okay, so just because all I was going to ask is, like, are you going to get through that?
He's not going to
get through that gap. He's got under the chair.
Oh my God, through it.
He got through it. Fair play to him. Can I just ask you then just a couple of questions about, because obviously we've been through sort of a bit of a similar situation. You and Amy were like very much on social media.
Yes.
And then you have to tell people, because people are like, they're together and you're together and you're a couple and you've had little Albert, but then obviously you broke up. So what happened? And how did you deal with it?
Just split up. That was it. And then
I knew that was the answer I was going to get from you. I was trying to dig, hoping that you might just let your guard down a bit. But okay, so I get it. Like some people, like I probably overshared too much. Well, actually, I haven't, because obviously I've never actually spoken about what actually happened. But so I do get it, and I respect that. But how did you cope with it though? Because obviously it's not.
I don't know really. Not very well.
Do you still? Yeah, that's fair.
Probably a bit raw. He's like you. It's hard, isn't it?
It is hard, and I think is that one of the reasons as well you sort of have backed off a little bit from don't do as much social media now, or
probably yeah.
Do you think? What is your relationship with Amy like? How do you find co-parenting? I'll ask that question, because that for me is a struggle. I'm lucky that I do get to see Harper a lot, and I get it must be difficult for you because obviously you're down in Devon, you might not get to see him every day. But how do you deal with the co-parenting side of it?
Right, so it's good because you have him every 3 weeks, and you get your time with just him, and that's your time with Albert is your time with Albert.
But also, if you don't want me to talk about it, then we can just move
I
on.
don't mind talking about it, but I just don't know what to say. And I'm not telling them really what fucking went on, because like, that's terrible.
Well, and it's still going on.
Exactly.
No,
That's what I was hoping, that you might slip and tell me a little something.
So just say the truth. You have Albert every 3 weeks, which is what you do. He gets collected, come down.
Only 2 weeks.
It's every 3 weeks.
2 weeks. It's only been 3 weeks this time.
Oh, okay. Over 4 days, you have fun with him. Just what you do. You do. You're a fucking good. You're a good dad, Jack. You're like, when you have him, I am fucking so shocked with how good he is with him. I honestly thought, when I heard Jack's having a baby, I thought, fuck. I thought, oh my God, how is he going to be able to deal with that? Mate, the little fucker screams and cries, and I would have launched him out the window. And I know you want to launch him out the window, but you don't. And you're on your own when you.
It is harder when they like that, because like, in my eyes, I'm a bit sexist. That's the female's job. But when they're crying and then stuff like that,
it is because it's mother instinct.
It's like
It's instincts, I think, yeah.
when they're ill and all that stuff, they go cuddle to mummy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like when they want to have fun and go on a motorbike, they don't do that with mum. They do that with dad.
Yeah.
That's a dad's
I mean,
job.
that is a very traditional way of looking at it, but it's also, like, it's women are, just mums are better at that sort of stuff anyway.
Yeah,
Like, they have a natural
mother's
instinct.
nature.
Mother's nature, whereas men don't.
When I was crying when I was young, I used to go to my mum, my nan, or whatever. I'd never go to a man as such.
Yeah.
Like that. Do you know what I mean?
He didn't have me around then.
Thankfully.
But you have now. You,
I would have just got groomed earlier. Joking. By the way, he hasn't groomed me.
Haven't I?
I'm leaving that out. I'm leaving all that out, so that no one will know.
You can leave it there. Funny.
Okay.
We're joking. But yeah, hands down, how Jack is with Albert, because obviously
The people on social media, because I don't film my time with Albert, they don't know, they don't see it.
No, so this
you
is
get the odd picture from us, and that's what you see.
yeah. Oh, well, that's what I see. That's how I get updates. I see the pictures.
You
that
don't
you upload.
see the 4 or 5 nights every 2 weeks or 2 to 3 weeks Albert's down. You don't see Jack's feeding him, Jack's bathing him, Jack's soothing him when he's crying. Jack puts him to bed. Jack goes up there when he cries. Okay, during the day, Jess might have him for a little bit, and that's just his selfish.
Yeah,
wants him,
yeah.
do you
She
know what
wants
I mean?
time with him. Yeah, of course.
But what you do, I don't think you realise and grasp. Not many men can do that. You know, I couldn't. I'll put my hands up. I am shit with the kids before they're 1. I can't.
Yeah.
A screaming baby to me is painful. I hate it. The noise with
Because there's nothing you can do. They can't.
No,
They
look, I
can't-
don't give a fuck about that. I can't stand it. My head goes. I'm trying to there's too many things going on in my head. You throw a crying baby into the mix, I'm gone. I'm in the other room. I'm in the car. But you freaking do it, and that's, to me, that's hats off. I know lots of other men do as well. I'm saying for me, my type, Dan can. Probably, I'm sure he does. I'm sure he did.
I did when Harper was a baby. I loved it, but I just remember, like, my best mate was such a good dad to he's got 2 girls now. He would tell me stories about those exact things.
Yeah.
And they were like crying, and he would do this, and I would always think, oh, that would just fucking irritate me. Why would I do that? But then when I had Harper, when Harper come along or whatever, I just remember those words when she was crying. I was like, she's not going to cry like a baby forever.
Yeah.
And there'll be a day. Thank fuck. But also,
I'm joking.
like,
I am. But I am being serious as well when I say it. I can't take it in my head. Whether it's everyone's going, the ADHD card or whatever. When I'm in a room and there's more than 2 or 3 noises going on.
Yeah.
Well, I have to fucking stand up. I'm like, so I have to take myself away.
Yeah.
So you had a crying baby into that with my.
Yeah. I can understand how that would push, and it's not easy because again, as a man, I just don't think
Piss water.
Don't. We don't. I know I do have to be nice because they do send them to me every month. So
they send them to me as well. I keep asking for a bath thing, but the thing is, they send them to me. I don't film them. I don't take pictures like you, and I can just give them away to the little kids.
That he tries to groom.
with the grooming.
That's my one. He just backwashed it. So that's gone. That's gone.
I didn't backwash it. That's your own fault.
I saw it.
Grooming into the situation.
I saw bits in your mouth went back in that bottle.
Maybe we shouldn't say that grooming too much, right?
I think it's too. At this point, it's too late. It's been so much. You've said it so many
It's a bit
times.
of dark humour.
I think the thing is, let's put this into thing. Like, it's okay for me to have a laugh and a joke about it because I was groomed as a child myself. So, which is true. I was sexually abused. So, before anyone comes at me and says, "Oh, you're making a joke out of it," well, actually, that's how I got through it. So, by talking about it and then turning not into a joke because it's not a joking situation, but that's how I get through.
I think there's still an argument to say, even by talking about it, even by having a joke about something,
awareness.
you're still spreading awareness about it. You're still talking about something and making it more acceptable to talk about that thing.
Yeah, because let's face it, the way the government are at the minute, it's a joke to them, grooming. So why can't we show people that if it's okay for the government to think of it as a joke because they don't act upon certain situations, that, you know, we can't joke about it.
Yeah.
You know, I've been through it. I've been on the other end. It ain't a joke, but you can make like it is a
Yeah, I think comedy. I think comedy can be though, isn't it? And dark humour can be a coping mechanism, and it's something that. Yeah, I mean, we all use. I think anyone in our type of industry as well. I think that makes content, and you're always looking for that shock. That shock kind of reaction. I think you have to. Your mind has to be that way where you will think of dark humour.
So obviously, I like to bring awareness to some things.
Yeah.
And we do sketch videos. So there's been loads of things we've done in the past where we've done it to bring awareness around situations. I can't think of one offhand. I'm sure someone might be out there. But we do it, and we know that it's going to grind someone the wrong way, but it's real when it happens a lot. I think we done one where Jess was on the phone and I'm like, who's on the phone? Or like trying to be over controlling and, you know, just bring it because it is. And it you know, we try to do things that do create awareness, and it's in the sketches. So what am I trying to say? I think thought in the past about doing a child abuse one to bring awareness to shit that's happened. And I was going to use some of the scenarios that happened to me as a child and put it into a video, but it was too raw and there was no real way of doing it. But I really, really wanted to do it. And the thing is, the more realistic and the more real and shocking it is, the more people see it and the more it reaches. So,
but the problem on the other side of that is then you start being for two reasons. One, you start being too real about something, then people don't want to see that. Yeah. Like, and the companies that not promote, but push our videos out.
We lost all of our ads.
They don't push them. They don't do it because you're being too real. You're talking about things that they don't want you to talk about. Yeah. But they're arguably the things that we do need to talk about. Like you can't this is what I was going to say earlier. Like I think you can joke about anything. Like so many comedians have said it. You can joke about anything. The offence isn't given. The offence is taken. Like if you say something that offends someone, you're not trying to be offensive. You're just trying to make light of a really bad situation. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like that's how a lot of people deal with their own trauma. Yeah. So all right. Well, one last question. What is? So you said earlier there was something that you said and it stuck with me. Well, I can't remember the actual thing, but the question I wanted to ask was, what gave you that drive? Because you are really driven, and you had that thing of the fire and the social media, and your stepfather passing away, and coming along. But what gave you that drive to just because you're so driven now? Even like you mentioned earlier, I come to you
before social media.
Yeah,
I started landscape garden company. I started on my own. I tell you why I'm driven. I'm driven because, and this will stick in my head forever. I was in a annual meeting for when I was in foster care, and someone, I'm not going to say who it was, but it was someone that's meant to be caring for me. But like, basically, I've not got a future. And they were talking about the statistics of everything I've been through. They're saying like 1 in 6 abused people become the abuser. And then not only that, they were talking about statistics of kids in foster care ending up in prison, not making anything with their lives. And that stuck with me at the age of 12. And it was a conversation that I wasn't meant to hear. It was my social worker. Oh, I said it now. It was my social worker and some other people. And a family member was in that room as well. And it stuck in my head so strong that when I put a story out the other day. I put a story out yesterday, but this is probably going to be out later on, whenever. But about my journey to Margate and how Margate was always my home. and that was my final foster home, and it was where I was happiest. But at the age of 15, I was going around. I had my, if you want a job done well, give Nick a bell. If you want a job done quick, call for Nick. A little flyer, and I'd go around and I'd hand it all out. And I was doing jobs for £5 an hour. I was helping old people doing their gardens, and I was doing that at 15. And then when I moved back to London, I had 3 broken lawnmowers. I made 2 working ones out of the 3 broken ones. Sold one of them. Got myself a strimmer, and I'd go around pushing my lawnmower with my strimmer on it, my little tools and that, and I'd be going around, and that's how I started doing my gardening job. And then from there, it turned into landscaping, which turned into garden design, which then turned into building. And then just before COVID, I had two teams on the go the whole time. I was developing houses, doing houses up. And even Jack was on one of the, when we started social media, on some of the jobs, weren't there?
Yeah.
It's a few videos.
I was working with you before social media.
I wouldn't call it working, mate.
Well, you was paying me to be there, so like.
The thing is, I struggle to do things on my own. If someone's there in the background, I get more done. So that annoyance of Jack in the background was enough to think, fucking hell, I want to get this done quicker so we can go home.
That was your real role in that job.
No, to be fair, it done well. It did. You put your hand to it, and you've done a few things that have shocked me. You know, he can weld. Jack's a really good welder. Right, no, hang on, let me rephrase that. He can weld. Jack can weld.
I welded that toilet seat to that thing and all that.
Yeah, and it's still together.
And it's still together, and it took your way.
Who welded that spinny thing? Was that you? Was that when you?
Yeah, Jack welded some of that. The spinning chair that Dan went on. You and Deb.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some of it. I mean, the bits that are important weren't done by Jack, so. But some of it's done by me as well, so I'll be.
Yeah, you had it going.
Wish I'd known that.
Yeah.
Wish I'd known that before.
I wouldn't have gone on that. I mean, it's scary.
That's not what you were saying on the day, though, was it? This is perfectly safe, Dan. You'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah.
It was safe, though.
Well, it was safe, yeah.
And you were perfectly fine.
Yeah, I was perfectly fine.
And I didn't nearly kill myself on my own afterwards.
You definitely did. I don't think I've posted that one yet, but
yeah, my drive comes from that. My drive comes from the fact that there are statistics out there saying that kids in care, kids that have been abused, are basically going to become druggies, alcoholics, abusers themselves, and in prison.
So they write you off before you've even started.
100%.
Before you've even got a chance, you're written off.
100%. And I ain't have that. If someone tells me no, fuck you, I'm doing it, and I'm going to do it to the best of my ability, and I'll push and push and push.
But I think you genuinely...
Ask this man here, how many times have you said...
Camera's gone.
That one's died, but that's all right. I'll just spin this around.
How many times have you said, what's the point in doing it? We're not going to get money from it. I'm like,
I remember saying that when it all started kicking off. I was like, mate, just stop it. Because like, it's
embarrassing.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. And you make nothing from it.
Yeah.
I think you just make yourself look like a prick for free. And then you start making loads of money.
But I think you do have that drive. You do have that in every situation, because we've been in situations where we've been trying to pull a prank on someone and something's gone wrong, or we can't do the thing, and you're like, no, we can do the thing. This is how we do it, and we find the workaround, and you will not stop until you've done it. And we sometimes don't see you. You'll just you're in your head, and you're like, we lose you for half an hour, and then you come back, and you're like, right, this is how we're doing it.
Yeah.
And you just have that.
I think one of your best videos was a video that went wrong, if I remember rightly, with a speaker.
My best video was...
No, the one with us, I mean, not...
Yeah, it was. No, but overall, I think out of all my videos that I've ever posted, I think that's up there. That's possibly the one that's had the most views. It's the speaker one.
Actually, I think it was just a reused idea, wasn't it? Which is what social media is. Everyone's like, oh my God, you copied so-and-so. I'm like, oh my fucking God, someone done it 10 years ago.
Well, no, but this is what it was. It was getting us, me and Jack and someone else that was there at the time. We was doing it.
Yeah.
But there was just a better way of doing it, which someone else come up with the idea. Well, I think you come up with another idea, and that's then how we ended up then going back and doing it. But it was all the footage from the original one we didn't use because it was a completely different idea.
Oh, I should try making something out of that footage.
Well, yeah, it's only after. But anyway, well, look, as the cameras have died, we should probably wrap it up. But
this is definitely not therapy.
Why didn't you play it through?
Because I've got the actual file put on it.
Oh.
Otherwise it sounds distorted. There you go, exactly. Well, let's wrap up.
I think we should do this again.
Thank you for coming on. I think we only
guys,
we only touched the surface with it, but yeah, thank you for coming and joining us.
If you want to see me and Jack's podcast, come over to the Smithy family. We've got a podcast, haven't we?
Have we?
Yeah.
We have now anyway.
We'll have by the time this goes out, yeah. As long as you have me as a
I like
as
talking
a
ones.
guest.
If you like this, let us know, because this is actually enjoyable. We'll come down and do it again.
It's good to have just sit and have a little chat.
Do a decent shout. This chair's fucking horrible. I'm going to smash the chair up.
Well, all right, but it's not a proper start. It's not.
I feel like
don't
I'm
smash the
getting
chair up. I
piles.
need the chair.
You don't. Why do you need
Right.
3 chairs? There's only one of you. We can
They're not
Lucy
my-
in here to sit with you.
All right, I'm gonna cut it
nice
there.
chat, are you?
It's definitely not therapy. That's it for this episode of Definitely Not Therapy. And if you cried, laughed, smiled, or just felt slightly uncomfortable, then we've done our job. Make sure to follow, subscribe, leave a review if you can, and perhaps share this with someone who feels alone right now, because that might make them just feel less alone. There's someone else going through the same thing as them. Whatever your story might be, whether it's co-parenting issues, divorce, breakups, heartbreak, anything that goes unspoken, things that you feel like you can't talk about, come and talk to me about them. Let's help to spread some awareness. All you need to do is email me at onlydanlawrence@gmail.com or DM me on any of my social media platforms. Dan Lawrence on Facebook, Dan Lawrence Comedy on Instagram, or Definitely Not Therapy Pod on Instagram. I'm Dan Lawrence, and I'll see you next time.